Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, fighting out of the blue corner this evening, he stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighs in at 147 pounds. Fighting out of Jefferson City, Missouri, give it up for Michael Baumann. His opponent tonight, fighting from across the cage out of the red corner this evening. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighs in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Lauderdale, give it up for Keelon Jimison.
Keelon Jimison in the white shorts, Michael Baumann in the blue. And we're going to, Jimison is just hyped up. Look at this here.
Yeah, he's trying to get in his head mentally right now. Look at this. You don't, that's never fun to look into, but.
Kind of reminds me of Felony Charles Bennett the way that he's doing that.
But Michael Baumann staying calm. I think we're going to see a shot right out of the gates from Jimison.
Quick touch of the gloves. Jimison hands low. Very interesting stance there.
Yeah, I almost feel like he's watched a little bit too much TV, but he has the credentials to back it up on paper. So we'll see what happens.
He does throw those very interesting karate style of kicks.
Yeah, but in MMA, you're going to need to set those kicks up with some punches. And typically, karate guys don't have
big lateral drop.
There's that wrestling background. I'm not really sure why Mike England's. Oh.
Three times in the back of the head there.
Head shots. Yeah, that's that emotion kind of coming out of Jimison, not staying composed of where he's throwing the shots. Mike England always on top of the action.
Jimison is very open in this stance. Just kind of walking around, chasing him down, looking for something here.
Yeah, kind of has no cares.
Again with the lateral drop.
I'd like to see Baumann just start trying to pick some shots with some stand-up instead of trying to go for that takedown.
Yeah, Baumann's got a lot of nervousness in him still. You can see it.
Absolutely. He's 19 years old, Jeremy. He's just a young kid.
He's got this guy who keeps making faces at him.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that.
Yeah, Baumann has got to mount some sort of offense here.
He just has to throw a punch is all he's got to do.
Big overhand there out of Jimison.
Yeah, Jimison's coming with the heat right now. We can see the beginning of the fight. He was very, very hyped up. He was almost animated.
Yeah, and he's been that way all day. I mean, I've seen him walk in the halls today, and he was the same way.
Yeah, now he's a little bit more calm, but he's still kind of got the I don't care attitude, which is not necessarily a bad thing, Jeremy, because he's clearly a super athlete. So he's able to get, that defense back up and all that stuff in time.
And I mean, over 6 years in the world of wrestling, I mean, that's huge.
Yeah, I'm shocked he hasn't taken a shot yet.
But he does have great throws there. I mean, we saw those here in the beginnings of the round.
Yeah,
40 seconds left here in the first round.
That lat drop in the beginning was pretty heavy. He's got a little emotional with those back of the head shots.
Big overhand right there out of Jimison.
He's going to go for another toss, it looks like. There he goes.
Baumann doing a good job here now getting him on the cage.
Yeah, I'd like to see Baumann goes from knees to the body right there. Big right hand over the top as he disengages.
Jimison kind of gave him the come on. But he also looked up at the clock there.
He looked at the clock. Maybe he's starting to lose that steam a little bit. It doesn't look like it, but maybe he could have just been checking the time. I don't know. Simple as that. Sometimes we overthink things.
Nothing there at the end of the round. Definitely a commanding round here for Keelon Jimison. If you're in the corner here of Michael Baumann, what advice are you going to give him?
He has got to let his hands go. Start throwing some punches, straight jabs, straight right crosses, simple shots. Nothing crazy, nothing over the top. You don't have to be dangerous and taking risks. but just start getting something in his face. On the other side, Jimison, he's got his hands on I think he's on Rudy Bear's shoulders there. He's got to be a little bit more effective himself. Clearly, he's in the head of Michael Baumann.
Completely.
Oh, absolutely. Anyone can see that. So what he needs to do, some feints, but then follow with some hard shots. Because I think if he would throw a couple shots, maybe get in on a takedown, this fight could be over within seconds.
Second round here. Jeremy Johnson along tonight with my partner Adam Sella. Michael Baumann in the black shorts. Keelon Jimison in the white. We've already seen more punches here out of Baumann.
Jimison with some wild haymakers right there. Baumann here, every time he ties up with him, though, he kind of gets into a throwing position. Those double overs can make for a dangerous toss. Michael Baumann gets those hips back. He's very smart listening to his corner over here.
Jimison here, though, I mean, he is open definitely for that big right hand. He's got everything low.
Yeah, he's basically saying, I don't really care what you're going to throw at me. I'd really like to see Baumann get a couple shots in. Like right there, fake that shot, come over the top of the left or right, whatever stance he wants to throw in.
Also, we could see Jimison trying to start to cut the cage off a little more.
Oh, big right hand. Jinx. But see, he should have followed that up with something. Now he's doing this weird footwork.
Yeah, he's kind of dancing a bit.
Oh, nice left uppercut right there. Michael Baumann just kind of firing out a reaction. But that's kind of what he needs to do, except keep your chin down, go forward. Remember your training. I mean, these guys, it's not like it's their first time ever saying, hey, I want to do some MMA, so I'm going to sign up tonight. They've been training.
I do give Baumann credit. He's doing a good job of circling away from the power hand.
Oh, absolutely. That's where I'd like to see Jimison throw a right hand into a switch, get that left leg right to the body. Here, Rudy Bear's over there in the corner telling him Jimison to go get it.
1 minute remaining here in the second round of this 3-round fight.
I'd like to see Jimison cut the cage off instead of almost chasing Baumann. As flashy as he wants to be, he's kind of being uneventful. Good right hand right there.
As you said that, he throws a big bomb. But as you said, he's chasing Baumann down. He's not stopping him from moving.
Yeah, he's chasing him. He almost needs to stalk him more than anything.
Nice kick there out of Jimison.
He needs to set those kicks up with punches. That's what needs to happen. Nice, a better second round for Baumann, but he's got to have to go out and get this finished his third round.
Yeah, he has got to go 4 broke in this round. Don't forget to follow along on Twitter tonight at Shamrock_FC and on our Instagram page, Shamrock Fighting Championships.
Make sure the ones you love are well prepared financially. Call RSG for a life insurance quote and discussion at no cost. RSGUSA.net.
You know, Jimison still looks ready in the corner, but he's got to go do something. He's got to go get him.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like he's super amped up, and then when it's time to fight, he turns the speed down to 3 and slows it up.
Get these guys fired up, make some noise!
Like right now, he looks like he's about to sprint out and finish this fight, but now he just backs up and can start twitching.
And he squares up. If you were like, had more of a traditional boxing stance, that's a terrible place to be.
100%.
Big overhand right there out of Baumann.
Yeah. Jimison shakes it off like
Which
it's
generally
nothing.
means it hurts.
That means you felt it at least.
Jimison now just kind of following him around here.
Yeah, this is the problem is Jimison is not doing anything. I mean, there's a couple of feints there, but there's really
But it
nothing.
needs to be followed with something.
Absolutely. You got to do that feint for something right there. He looked like he was going to a spinning back kick off that hook. Kind of see he was looking for that.
Yeah, that was pretty telegraphed. Baumann did a good job of moving away from it.
Nice right
That
hand.
one hurt Baumann, though.
But see, he clips him with a nice shot here or there and then does nothing afterwards.
That's going to come with experience, though.
Yeah, I will say in Jimison's defense, Michael Baumann is very fidgety, very nervous still, moving awkwardly, so it kind of makes it hard to mount an offense sometimes. Right here, he's got him set up for going for the over-under. Lets that go and lets off a nice combo. Finally, he's starting to throw some good punches here.
Decent combos halfway through the third and final round. Baumann has got to mount some sort of attack here.
Yeah, Baumann's got to finish this fight. He's got about a minute 20 left in order to finish this fight. See, right there, I don't know why Jimison disengaged. He could have started throwing some knees, went in for a takedown. See, the thing with Jimison here, I think he's got a lot of potential.
That's a great way to put it.
What I think, though, is I think his skills need to catch up to his confidence. Because I think in his head, he's dominating this fight, which he is, but he's not dominating in the sense of, I think the fight's going to be stopped any second.
Right. Again, yeah, he's looking for the spin right there. Baumann answers back at 10 seconds. End of the third round. This one goes the distance here at Shamrock FC 326.
Clearly, Jimison has won this fight, but I don't think either of these guys really want any more fans. That was slightly uneventful, Jeremy.
Jimison looked good out of the gate there, but again, you have to engage.
100%.
No matter what, you have to engage your opponent. Running and playing a counterpuncher style does not do you any favors if no one's throwing punches.
1000%, Jeremy. You can't counterpunch someone who's not punching. So,
unfortunately, that was one of the things that they used to talk about Anderson Silva back in the day.
Yeah.
It would take him around to get started before that, but we got to see more.
you're 100% right, Jeremy. You can't be a counterpuncher when nobody's punching you. To critique both these guys, Baumann needs to get a little bit more active. I think he needs to have a little bit of training under his belt with some stand-up to build that confidence. That was what it seemed like. He wasn't confident in his striking. And then Jimison was almost looking for something big and flashy to just happen. And I would like to see both these guys back here in the Shamrock cage get a little bit of work in and build up.
Well, let's send this one up to the cage to Stephen Bayer to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the scorecards this evening, let's give both of these fighters a big round of applause. Going to the scorecards this evening, your winner by unanimous decision out of the red corner this evening, give it up for Keelon Jimison.
Keelon Jimison getting his first win in the world of mixed martial arts here. Again, a bit of an uneventful fight, but Keelon definitely dominated in the positions that he was in. But we have more action to come, and we'll be right back right after this.